Hello Trophy Hunters, how is everybody doing today? Today we have a full trophy guide and roadmap for Need for Speed Payback. It is October's free PlayStation Plus game. I'm going to tell you exactly how to get the Platinum Trophy, how hard it's going to be, and how long it is going to take you. Let's dive into the full, spoiler-free trophy guide and roadmap for Need for Speed Payback. Alrighty guys, now if you're a new viewer of the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. I make new videos like this every single day on the channel, looking at trophies, PlayStation, trophy guides, roadmaps, all the things like that. So hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date. Now today's video is about Need for Speed Payback. This is the free PlayStation Plus game for October 2020, and it's actually a really decent Platinum Trophy as well. Need for Speed Payback is kind of like a heist game. It's sort of a take on Fast and Furious, where it focuses more on driving as a means to committing a heist versus racing per se, and this game kind of does have a lot more driving rather than racing, I would say. But it's still a really solid game as well. This one's a pretty straightforward plat. It's a 3 out of 10 in terms of difficulty. It's not a very hard Platinum to earn at all. Now there is some stuff you have to get 3 stars on all activities, but it's not really that difficult, especially after you've played a decent amount of the game. So I wouldn't let that put you off. It's about a 40-hour Platinum, and that is purely because of one trophy, which requires you to get your driver level from 1 to 50, and that's just going to take a fair bit of time to earn the Platinum Trophy because of that. If that wasn't in the game, this would cut the Platinum Trophy in half, I would say. There are some online trophies. Again, don't be put off by those. There's only about 4 of them, and they don't take that long to complete at all. There are no missable trophies in this one. There's no difficulty trophies. The game only requires 1 playthrough, but you're going to be replaying a lot of content to unlock to get the level 50 rank. There's no chapter select, and there are no trophy stacks. Now, in terms of a full trophy breakdown, there are 54 total trophies in the game, and I know the number there is a little bit different. That's because it includes DLC as well. There are 54 total trophies though, 44 bronze, 7 silvers, 2 golds, and 1 platinum. Now these are split. My trophy breakdown splits these into different categories. You've got 17 story-related non-missable trophies. You've got 2 level or XP-related trophies for leveling up your driver. Miscellaneous contains kind of everything, and there's a ton of these because these are for like unlocking cars, doing particular things with the cars, unlocking particular abilities and things like that. It's just everything else, probably having the last one. There's 4 trophies that are online trophies, and then 5 sort of completionist trophies for finishing all the collectibles and the activities as well. Everything else fits into that MISC category, and I know that's really vague and not super helpful, but there's not much point in getting into every single MISC trophy because it kind of doesn't help you overall when you're trying to go for the Platinum in this game. The 2 things to watch out for, I guess the 2 things that are important to note is leveling up is going to be time consuming. It's not because it takes ages, it's just because level 50 is a really big grind to get to. The second thing is around collectibles and activities. This is where the majority of your time will be spent. There are a number of different types of collectibles in this game, billboards similar to what you'd find in Burnout, as well as locations, poker chips that you have to find as well. And there are a ton of those that you'll need to find, but then there's also activities which are like side quests basically, or side missions, and you do have to get 3 stars in each of those. So you'll be replaying those a decent number of times to earn the Platinum Trophy. Now in terms of steps to Platinum, I've cut this into 3 simple steps. The first is to just play through the single player story of the game. As you're doing this, feel free to go and do side quests and collectibles and things along the way, but it doesn't really matter which order you do them in, because you're going to be grinding at the end, you'll be getting to this point anyway, so it doesn't make too much of a difference. Secondly, I suggest jumping into the online portion of the game and just getting that out of the way. There's only 4 online trophies. It's going to take you about an hour or 2 to finish those off. It's not a huge amount of time, it's just for finishing a couple of different bits and pieces with the online component. Some of it is more ghost data stuff. It's not going to take you long. Don't let it put you off this trophy list or anything like that. It's not a problem. The online isn't the issue, it's the level 50. So then it's clean up all the remaining collectibles that are in the game, stuff you've missed, as well as activities that you might not have done as well, making sure that you earn 3 stars on each activity. I suggest focusing in on one type of activity, getting really good at it, and then getting 3 stars on that before moving on to the next type of activity. That way you can kind of specialize your skills in a specific type before moving on to the next one, get really good at it, and then it's not too challenging. Once you've done all of that, you should be well on your way to rank 50 if you've been grinding. If you're not particularly good at the game, you would have had to replay the missions multiple times. so your level rank is probably slightly higher, but at this point you just need to grind to level 50. There are some methods you can use to grind your character to level 50 if you want to look at that on, if you want to look those up online, or you can do online races, things like that, to get your character up to that rank. But this is going to be the last thing that you're going to be doing in the game. And realistically, that's our only notable trophy as well. I think this trophy here is going to be the make or break for a lot of people. I know some people are concerned probably around the level 3-star trophy for all the activities, but honestly, I don't think it's that bad, especially if you take them each activity at a time. Get really good at one particular activity and then just keep doing all of that activity until you've finished it, then move on to the next one. I know that might be a more tedious way of doing it, but it's a way that you can guarantee you're getting good at that particular activity. Maybe you find one that you're not very good at and you can come back to that later, so it doesn't halt your progression either. Maybe that should be included in here too. But in terms of notable trophies, I would say the only ones that you really need to be concerned about is at level 50, because it is grindy and it is time consuming, and this is going to be the one that I think a lot of people are just like, nah, I'm not prepared to do this. Whereas the activity one, I think you'll get over time by just continuing to retry missions. That's really all there is to it for this game. It's actually a really straightforward plot, and even the guide for it isn't super complicated. There's a bunch of misc stuff that we haven't even talked about in here, and obviously that is going to take a little bit longer to earn the trophies for, but if you go through and complete all the activities and races and things like that, you'll be unlocking misc stuff as you go. The majority of that will come naturally, whether it be unlocking particular vehicles, upgrades for vehicles, areas of the map, things like that. It's all stuff that will come as you progress through the game, so it's not really worth going into each of the individual misc trophies separately, I don't think, just because I feel like the majority of it will happen pretty organically, which means that between the 17 single-player trophies and the 25 misc trophies, the majority of those will auto-pop without you really having to go out of your way too much. Now, there's a few that you will, obviously, but you can look up individual guides for those trophies or trophy lists for them too. But in this video specifically, I just wanted to focus on the main points for the game so that you can go ahead and play the game, not have to worry about missing stuff, and know exactly what you need to be looking out for, which is those activities, collectibles, and obviously the level 50 trophy as well. But that's the full trophy guide and roadmap for Need for Speed Payback. Let me know what you guys think. Are you going to be going for this one? Do you have any additional tips, tricks, guides, anything that you think would be helpful for the community? Let them know in the comment section down below. I always like to see other members of the community helping each other out. Maybe you guys want to help each other out with some of the online stuff as well. That'd be really cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you're a new viewer of the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye for now.